Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, hello, good evening and welcome. I thought I'd start with the lights off. So the normal bright white lights, which I've got in front of me, I thought I'd turn them off today and we'll have some disco lights. So I can only press blue or red or yellow, but then I can ask Google to turn it to any colour you want. So any colour you want, shout it out. Hey Google, no, not Google, at Alexa. Alexa, turn the studio lights to green. There you go. So any colour you want, and we'll give it a go. Google thinks that I'm talking to her, so she's getting upset that I'm calling her Alexa. Hello Trev Wilson, hello Sebastian, hello Tina, hello Clive, hello Yoko, hello Amy, hello Paul. Paul says you can't beat red. Yeah, you can't beat red. Google, hey Google, stop. Hey Google, stop. Google was trying to play some music at me. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. So, relaxed pace tonight. Yes, Sebastian, because my legs are done in. I nearly didn't run tonight because my legs are toast. Rob Harrison says, the red lights look like a brothel. Hello, Neil Messenger. Jeff Partridge says his disco lights in his shed are on a loop. Yeah, I could put mine on a loop. But I can't remember what I have to say to Alexa to get her to do that. But yeah, there's like a fading option, isn't there? There's an option where you can fade the lights. Amy says, I thought I'd be okay to run tonight, but my legs said no. Well, honestly, Amy, I was that close to saying I'm not running tonight. I very, very nearly said, I just can't do it. Particularly my left quadricep is really, really tight. And Clive says he's all good. 10 kilometres per hour tonight for him, so he's good. And we've got Clive and we've got Jeff and myself, all of whom ran the marathon in Eastbourne at the weekend. Did anybody do any crazy running over the weekend? Question mark. Tina Beard has set up her video 5k Halloween decorations in the Pain Cave today. And she's done a scary run already today. Tina did... what did you do? You've done a run today already, but I know that you said something. What have you done today, Tina? I missed it earlier. Sarah Jacobson's been doing back-to-back medium long runs on a Friday and a longer run on a Saturday to prepare for Goofy at Disneyland. Good job, Sarah. Good work, Sarah. Do you think you stand a chance of beating Goofy? Amy says she thinks she might be able to run by Saturday. So if you're watching this, Amy also ran a marathon with us on Saturday. We had a bit of a Zwift meetup. And there were quite a few of us, about 8 or 9 of us, ran the Beachy Head Marathon in Sussex, UK at the weekend. And included was Jeff Partridge, Neil Messenger, Clive Finnimore, Amy Green, and Amanda Allison, who's also in chat there. Amanda says, I had no chance running tonight. My legs are broken. She says, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Jeff Partridge says, my legs say no too, but he's actually in the run. Yes, long runs on the treadmill are much easier on the legs. Much better than pounding pavement or sidewalk. Yes, Jeff says don't forget Victoria. Yeah, Victoria ran with us as well. Sarah says Marcus ran almost the entire 14 miles with me on Saturday. Not sure if he's here, but he's the best. Didn't Marcus run 20 miles around Mayfield track? Question mark. I think Marcus did 20 miles around the track on Mayfield at the weekend. So was that most of that with you, was it? If you're watching this wondering what on earth's going on, hello by the way, my name's Stephen. We are on Zwift. And Zwift is an online running platform and cycling platform. Apparently they do cycling on here. I've never seen it before, but apparently they do. But we do running on Zwift. So loads of us on our treadmills all over the world. You can see the flags at the corner of the screen. UK, USA, Germany, all listed there. Wales, Norway at the top there. So there's quite a few UK runners actually today, more than usual. Paul Hayward says well done on the Pizza Express group. Tina says you did a fabulous job, gang. Thank you very much. Yeah, we had a really good time actually. It was nice to meet up at Pizza Express beforehand, and then it was a good run. We were very lucky with the weather. It was nice and hot. Well, nice and warm. It wasn't boiling hot, but certainly when the sun came out, it was warm. And beautiful views across the South Downs, and over the cliffs, over the hills. And everybody had a decent run. Nobody had a disaster. So we all finished in a decent time and looking good as well. Amy said she was broken, but she finished. She did really well. Really proud of Amy. Well done. And Amanda. Amanda crossed the line with a big... Well, everyone crossed the line with a big smile on their faces, actually. John Free says, yes, everyone finished under 9 hours. The joke was at Pizza Express, everyone was saying they're going to finish under 9 hours. And everyone did. Darren says, next up, Stephen, is our 10k at 3:55 per kilometre pace. Oh my God, yeah, I've got to get fit for that, haven't I now? Clive says there was no pineapple at Pizza Express. Oh yeah, I must tell everybody that, actually. A few of us went to a pizza restaurant on Friday evening. Clive tried to order pineapple on his pizza. Clive tried to order pineapple on his pizza. We were delighted when the restaurant informed him they do not do pineapple on pizza. Amy Green says she was smiling at the end because it was all over. Well, that's fine. At least you were smiling. There were about 10 of us in Sussex, UK to run a marathon. Oh wow, Tina says neither my Apple TV nor my iPad would load Zwift earlier. I had to load it on my phone. My goodness. Was it crashing or was it just... Oh, hang on a minute. Were they down for... They were down for maintenance, weren't they? I think earlier on today. Paul Hayward says, I think he meant to say well done, Amy, but he says well dope, Amy. I think having the chocolate fudge cake is what allowed Clive to beat me in the race. That dessert cost me 3 minutes. Oh, is that desert? For goodness sake. Yeah, Clive beat me by 3 minutes. Neil says, are you going to run tomorrow? If you are, I'll join you. Yes, probably, Neil. We'll do Film My Run 500 in the morning. And we'll do probably something in the evening, yes. So I'm just reading some of the messages that I might have missed. Sarah Jacobson says, I can't believe we're going through this again. Right, we won't mention pineapple on pizza anymore. Let's go for yellow this time. And did anybody call out any colours, by the way? John Fries, hello. He says, everyone finished under 9 hours. Yeah, we did a little live broadcast. I don't know if you saw it from Pizza Express on the Zwift Runners page. I lost track ages ago as well, Liz. Beacon Group. I hope you don't mind me going at this pace for the moment. We can speed up to 9 kph with 5k to go. Right. Paul says yellow is too pineapple. It is a bit pineapple, isn't it? Yes, please, Darren. Right, Darren says, do you want to do the 10k mid-November so you have a few weeks of training under your belt? Yes, please. Yes. So a fast 10k in mid-November. A couple of weeks of training to get that done. And Neil Messenger has signed up for next year's Beachy Head Marathon. Anyone else signing up for next year's Beachy Head Marathon? It's bound to rain. Okay, Nikki, no problem. you are not calling it the Pineapple Pizza Group. Anyone running with a Pineapple Pizza Group, you're banned. The Pineapple Pizza Group is an unauthorised, non-official group. Full stop. Do not join. Repeat, do not join. Amanda Allison says, my legs hate me too much to sign up again for the Beachy Head Marathon. Yeah, give it 2 weeks, Amanda. You'll be begging to get back there. I heard you're signing up for Chamonix again. I heard you're signing up for the Mont Blanc Marathon again, Amanda. That's what I heard. I was very sensible and had a pepperoni pizza like a normal person. Clive reckons we should do the Ultra next year. Yeah, you can go and jump in a lake, Clive. I am not doing the Beachy Head Ultra Marathon. That sign, as we came to the end of the marathon on Saturday, there was a sign pointing to the ultra runners to go back up the hill. And I was so glad that I didn't have to turn around and go back up the hill. And I could just run down through to the finish of the marathon. Clive says you've got 12 months to prepare. Yeah, it's not happening, Clive. It is not happening. I'm quite happy doing the marathon. Oh yeah, Clive had a pasty, didn't he? He had a folded over pizza. What are they called again? Begins with C, doesn't it? Oh, calzone, yeah, calzone. Yes, he had a calzone. Yes, but because he is from Cornwall, he had to call it pasty. Amanda says no chance of the ultra. That must have been so painful, being able to see the finish line and then have to go back up and climb the hill again to do the ultra. Yes, I totally agree, Amanda. Absolutely horrible. Oh, Jeff Partridge had the calzone. Oh, right, okay. Sarah, you always say you're going to leave early and then you always stay longer. See you at 6 miles. Sarah got her... Well, that's as long as you actually turn up in the first place. Yeah, Sarah Jacobson got the flu jab and the COVID booster at the same time, which I'm supposed to get as well. I got a message from my doctor the other day, a text message to say, come and get your flu jab and your COVID booster all in one go. This is true, Sarah. You are almost always there on a Monday, probably more often than I am. There or here? There or here? Monday community rum is sacred, apparently. Had no idea there was alcohol available, Sarah, question mark. Where do you get this rum? Yes, sacred rum. Darren says, in Malta, they aren't taking anything else COVID-19 related. The nation is very against the booster as long-term effects are most likely to surface. Interesting. So a whole nation has kind of voted against taking any vaccines or boosters. Jeff Partridge is getting his booster tomorrow. He says that's me out for the rest of the week. Jeff Partridge says he has had a glass of Shiraz. Scroll down again. Oh yes, karaoke night in Paris. Oh yes, I forgot about the karaoke night in Paris. Anyone who wants to see Sarah Jacobson and Kevin DeLuca perform karaoke needs to come to Paris in April. All systems go for the Paris Marathon meet up. Followed by the Manchester 10K meetup in May. We will have to record something, Pete. Darren says the Paris Marathon is on his birthday, April the 3rd. I think it's April the 3rd, isn't it? Let's go back to blue lights. Immediately that we mentioned Kevin DeLuca's name, he says, I can see there's talk about me. How did you know that? How did you know we were talking about you? There were a few people who met up at the Boston Marathon last year and will again next year. Victoria and Grace and I think Sarah. No, not Sarah. Marcus will be at Boston. Who else? Somebody else is going to Boston as well. Marcus will be at Boston. Oh yeah. Oh, who is it? Kevin. Kevin will be, not Kevin DeLuca. Oh, what's his surname? For goodness sake, I can't remember. Kevin from the Zwift team will be at Boston as well. And there's the half marathon in Manchester. Pete is off. Thanks, Pete. Take care. Disney in January says, okay, so Disney in January. Sarah, how many people are doing the Disney marathon in January? Question mark. Five to 7 people. Okay, awesome. So there you go. Disney Marathon and Boston Marathon will be IRL meetups for you guys in the States. That'll be good. Neil Messenger says, hopefully I'll have my Garmin Phoenix 7 next year for the Beachy Head Marathon. Kevin DeLuca says, no bib for London. Yeah, same for me, no bib for London. Did anyone else get their London Marathon rejection email today? Question mark. I got mine. Do you know what? That would be awesome, actually. We should do the full and the half, shouldn't we, next year? Yes. Sebastian got his rejection. Sarah Jacobson didn't even apply, mostly because I knew this would happen. And I won't be able to run it because I'm doing Paris. Victoria has to do Paris, Boston and London in the same month next year. Victoria is my wife, for those who don't know. Carolyn says, has to? Yes, she has to. Yes, Carolyn, she absolutely does have to. To be fair, Al, oh me. Nobody else would want me other than my wife, would they really? Amanda says she watched some of the Beachy Head half marathon runners yesterday. They were running in the thunderstorm, I know. So glad we didn't have that weather. No, honestly, she tells me all the time! Exclamation mark. Oh, we've got the spam back. Hello, spam, on the YouTube channel. We are broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, by the way. Hello if you're watching. Thank you very much for watching. But we do have a load of spam just appeared on the YouTube channel, which I apologise for. Just think of it as lovely messages with hearts and kisses. We are still on the lookout for those new levels coming perhaps before Christmas. If you've been on level 21 for a while, expect to jump up a few levels soon, hopefully. Top level of 25. I hope it's more than 25, Clive. Adrian says, Stephen told Victoria to embrace her mistakes, so she gave him a hug. Yeah, she would absolutely agree with that. An extra 4 levels! Exclamation mark. Can you imagine? Question mark. That would be terrible. Yeah, let's hope level 50. Neil says, are you doing a Beachy Head 2022 marathon? Video. Yes, I am. Yes, not very much, but there'll be a little bit of video of the 2022 Beachy Head marathon, which I will edit this week. Put the white lights on. No problem, Sarah. Take care, Jeff. Rest those hamstrings. I did forget my hat. Last minute panic, but it was okay. I survived. It's just a load of sweat gets in your eyes when you forget your hat. Forgetting your hat is annoying because sweat drips into your eyes. Not your eyes, but my eyes. Imagine if my sweat dripped into your eyes. That would be awful. It's like messing with people's heads. Maybe the eyes of the person running behind. Imagine running so fast that your sweat flew into the eyes of the person behind. Or so slowly that it dripped onto the person in front. Extra salt intake, says Paul. Neil says, I can't believe you're still running, Stephen. Yeah, we're all right. Going at a nice slow pace. It's not too bad. Sabrina, my name is definitely not Usain Bolt. Right. Are we going at 9 kph then? Nikki didn't want me to. I'm quite happy to speed up a bit. Alright, we'll go up to 9 kph then. Yes, if you could kindly refer to me as Kate, that would be appreciated. See, now I've upset Nikki. Now I feel bad. Should I slow down again when I catch Nikki up? I'm 16 seconds behind Nikki. I think I should slow down again when we catch her up. Trev Wilson hasn't sped up, but Sebastian and Paul have. Oh, right, Nikki says she's going to try and speed up herself. Okay. Wait until we catch you up though, Nikki. Is anyone going to do the Zwift Academy try? Nikki's going to try and do the try. Clive's going to try, but he doesn't have a bike. Paul Hayward's going to try, but he doesn't hold out much hope. I will probably do the run workout, but not the bike. Simply because we don't have a bike set up today. Kevin DeLuca says, how is Kate today? I'm all right, thank you very much. Yes, I'm good. Clive says he sold his smart trainer to upgrade his watch. Good job. A very sensible decision, Clive. There's Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Hang on, I can do it here, can't I? Right. I'm going to drop some ride-ons now, if I can get my mouse to work. Daniel, hello. Says Tinder dates tonight, I see. Yeah, well, I've got the lights on, you know. I've got the red lights on. Right. Let's go up here and drop some ride-ons. There's Al. There's Jacob Sanchez. There's Hinson. There's Liz. Here's Adrian. And Mendez. Just a bit further back. Oh. Hang on a minute. This is all flying all over the place now. JJ. Carlson. There's Clive, Crocker from Canada, and James. Oh, there's Yoko. There's Sabrina. There's James and Swain. Oh gosh, he is really jumping everywhere. There's Swain. And Elson, we've done. Nikki, we've done. Trev Wilson. Have we done Trev? No, there's Trev. There's Yoko. We've done Yoko. I think that's everyone. Have we done Sebastian? Yep. I think that's everyone. Paul Hayward. Yeah. Douatu from France. I think that's everyone. Sarah Jacobson is about to update her Zwift setup to include a second monitor. She is very excited. Kevin DeLuca says, Sarah, are you ready for karaoke? You've still got 5 months to prepare for this. So, Sarah and Kevin, I expect you to be doing a number of Zoom calls over the next few months to prepare your set for Paris. Amy says she needs to have a big sort out of her garage. Sarah, what are you going to use your second monitor for? Is my question to you. Wow, Nikki, don't injure yourself. It's amazing that you are running, Nikki. Exclamation mark. Just don't injure yourself, Nikki. Just take care. Right. No, this is not on, Sarah. You can't. That's just blackmail. She says, maybe if I'm getting a second monitor, you can get one for Victoria. You can't. That makes me feel guilty and puts pressure on me now. That is unfair. That is unfair and essentially bullying. And I'm not having it. I can't fit any more monitors in here. There's 3 as it is. In fact, if we can't... Right, I've got the in-game chat phone here, which you can see now on the screen there. That's 1 screen. I've got the main Zwift screen in front of me. That's 2 screens. I've got the chat and the live stream software on another screen. That's 3 screens. I've got the laptop down there, which is basically duplicating the Zwift program. So that's 4 screens. I've got Google Home, which is another screen in here. And I've also got a tablet that I can, if I want to use it to display power or any other metrics from a footpod or something, I've got another screen in front of me, a little one, which I never use. Victoria says she's not worthy of a screen. John Freeze was a little bit late with his joke. He says, Sarah bragging about getting 2 monitors. Victoria can't even get 1. Sarah's going to use her second monitor. One will stream Zwift and the other will stream runner streams or movies. Okay, cool. Sarah, you're not interested in live streaming, are you? Putting a camera on yourself and doing some live streams. You'd be hilarious. Yeah, honestly, it would be great. We really are looking for more ladies to do live streams. I know Victoria is going to do 1 a week on her own, hopefully starting in November. But we haven't got any other ladies doing live streams, and it would be really great if we could get another 1 or 2. Hopefully, I mean, at the moment we've also got Clive, who live streams on this channel. We're going to have Adam Holland, hopefully Darren Van Dit, and Chris Beale as well from Here We Are Running. Starting hopefully in November, each of those runners will do 1 slot a week, 1 or 2 slots a week on this channel to make it a bit more comprehensive and a bit more of a kind of go-to hub for Zwift live streams, running live streams. Sarah Jacobson says, do I need a fancy microphone? Well, I wouldn't say you need a fancy microphone, but I would try and invest in something that's going to be able to broadcast your voice so it can be heard over the treadmill and, not a terrible one. Oh, that's not a good view, is it? Not a good angle. Yeah, not a terrible one, but you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars. Paul Hayward points out that Clive does live stream wearing a lady's Zwift top. He says, does that count? I'm afraid not. No, just wearing ladies' clothing does not add you to the bracket of female broadcasters, no. That just adds you to the bracket of male broadcasters in women's clothing, which is an entirely different bracket altogether. But one, may I say, which Clive inhabits with panache. Right, where are we now? We are nearly 7k in. 3 kilometres to go. We're going at 9 kph now. Nikki is doing a great job of keeping up with us. We've got Sebastian, Paul Hayward, Elsom is with us as well. Sabrina is just ahead of us. Oh no, Sabrina is about 3 minutes ahead of us. Clive is about 7 minutes ahead. So Clive's going to finish in about 10 minutes. And Trev Wilson is about a minute behind us. So we've got about 20 minutes to go here. 3 kilometres, but we're going nice and gently because of my legs, because I'm a wimp. Three kilometres to go for the Beacon route. I just missed one of Sarah Jacobson's comments back there. I'm just going to go down a minute and have a look at it. Okay, so me talking about how many screens I have, Sarah Jacobson says, so what I'm hearing is that you're really bad at sharing. You may know me too well, Sarah. You may know me too well. You know what I really don't like? I don't like it when we go to a restaurant, or let's say we go for classic English fish and chips. And we go for fish and chips, and I'll get fish and chips, and Victoria will say, actually, do you know what? I don't really want any. So I'll buy myself some fish and chips. Victoria won't have anything. And then she'll go, I tell you what, can I just have some of your chips? No, you can't. You had the opportunity to have some of your very own chips. I would even have bought them for you. Your very own bag of fries, chips, we call them in the UK. But no, you now want some of mine. Well, these are my chips. These are mine. I'm eating them. If you want some, you go and get your own. Anthony Anderson says, I like the lighting. Good effect. Thank you very much. Well, we can change colours, you know. I can go red. I can go yellow. I can go blue. I haven't got a button for it, but I can go any colour you like. Call out a colour, and I can get Alexa to change it. Alexa, turn the studio lights to bright green. There we go, bright green. Alexa, turn the studio lights to purple. There we go, there's purple. Sarah Jacobson says that's standard. Of course it is. It is standard. It is standard. But it still grates. It still hurts, you know? It cuts me deep. Right, and Amy Green says, but when you only want a few, yes, you just have a few, but of your own chips. Don't have my chips, because I want all of my chips. I want them all. If you want some chips, go and buy some chips. If you don't want to eat them all, then you can give me the rest of them. Just have a few of your own. 2.5k to go of the community run. We're going at 9 kph, nice and relaxed. And we still have Sebastian and Nikki and Trev and Paul Hayward and Elsom. David, is it David? I think it's David Elsom with us. Although David is running quicker now. He's moving away from us. Clive says, I used to eat the leftover chips, but now my kids eat them all. Well, this is another thing, isn't it? Yep. There's no getting away from it. Right, life is tough. Life is tough. Right, no, Victoria, don't even start. Right, Victoria's now going to try and defend herself. And it's not going to happen. I'm not having it. Nikki, slow down and relax if it hurts. Heather, right, Heather says, all the chips, all the monitors, Paul Hayward says, it sounds like you have a chip on your shoulder, Victoria. Yes, but I need them, Heather. I need all the chips and I need all the monitors. I can't spare any of them. I don't have any to spare. I need them all. Nikki, we love having you. Don't you go anywhere. Clive Finnemore, quite rightly, says, who steals the pillows and the covers? Exactly. Exactly, Clive. Many's the night I come to bed and Victoria has all the duvet, all the covers on her side, and I have to pull them and yank them away from her, waking her up as I come to bed to just have a sliver of duvet cover. Clive Finnemore says, I quite often wake up freezing cold in the night. I feel for you, Clive. Brothers stand together. Nikki says she deserves them. But do I deserve to be freezing cold in the night? No, I do not. $2K to go. Heart rate is 115 beats per minute. We are comfortably in zone 1. Nikki says, yes, you do deserve to be cold if it means she is fed and warm. Nikki, you're far too nice to my wife. Nikki, you are far too nice to my wife. Right, Victoria says, now that's just not true. We have a super king-sized bed, so plenty of duvet. Alright, I will concede. It's not often. Hang on a second. I will concede that it is not often that I have to yank some duvet over. Sarah Jacobson says, Clive, this is why we have separate blankets and 6 pillows between us. Wow. Wow. That is a lot of pillow hogging. Yeah, I may have exaggerated somewhat on the duvet front there. We do have a very big duvet. And although Victoria does like to wrap herself in the duvet, there is usually plenty left over for me. Right, Clive really has big problems in his household. He says, I sometimes have pillows pulled away from under my head. Apparently, I have the wrong pillow. How can you have the wrong pillow? A pillow is a pillow, isn't it? You just have whatever pillow there is. But no. Yeah, exactly. Clive says they all look the same to me. It's a pillow, isn't it? Just have a pillow. Right, just over a mile to go now. Clive says, well done everyone. Clive's just coming to the end of his 10K. One hour done. Well done, and thank you to those finishing the run this evening. 1 mile left for the Beacon group. Beacon group. Sarah Jacobson says in her household they have different pillows Some have a different level of firmness. Okay. Who has the firm pillow and who has the soft one? That's the question. Clive Finnemore says, have a good evening, everyone. See you next time. And Victoria says, we have different pillows. I don't like it when Stephen takes mine. I don't really know the difference between our pillows. I know that we do have our own pillow, but I wouldn't be able to tell you which one is mine. Jason, yes, we will start Series 3 in November. Or Season 3 as they call it in the States. It's a system. Right, Sarah Jacobson has a system. She has the firmer pillow. He has the softer one. So yeah, the Film My Run 500 tomorrow morning. 12% on your treadmill. 11:35 UK time. 12:35 Central European time. Ridiculously early in the morning in the States. If you want to get up in the States and come and join us, as some people do. Megan Brown comes and joins us quite often. So, yeah, if you want to come and join us for the Film My Run 500 tomorrow, feel free to do that. And then we will see you again on Tuesday evening UK, Tuesday afternoon in the States for something else that I haven't decided yet. But we will be doing something. Probably, possibly, one of the try workouts. The Zwift Academy try workouts. Let's just have a look, actually. See what there is. So click on events and scroll down to tomorrow evening. So run workout number 1 is at 5:30 or 6:30. Run workout number 1 at 6:30 tomorrow. "45 minutes tomorrow." We could do that. Maybe I'll have a look at that. Yeah, why not? So, tomorrow evening we'll do the first Try Academy workout. Tina Beard says, "Goodness, I've had dinner and tidied up and you're still here." We are still running, primarily, Tina, because I'm going a bit slower than usual because my legs are hurting. Haven't recovered from Saturday yet. So, taking it easy. 1 kilometre to go, and then we'll be done. Six minutes of running left. Thank you very much, everyone, for running tonight. See you all tomorrow. I will be doing the Try Academy workout at 6:30 PM UK time. Tina Beard says, you won't like the Tri Academy run. It's uphill at speed. Oh dear. Well, I'll just do it a bit slower than I should. Oh, I've missed all this chat. Clive says, I sometimes have a cuddle pillow. One under my head and one at the top of my head. And playing white noise on my phone. Does anybody else go to sleep playing something on their phone? I quite often have YouTube videos on my phone as I fall asleep. I don't watch the video, I just listen to the video on my phone as I fall asleep. Nikki coming up fast behind us. Amazing work, Nikki. Well done. Fantastic. Amy Green says, right, I've got to go and stop my children from killing each other. Good effort running tonight. See you soon. Yes, Amy, take care. Neil says, see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you, Neil. Great to meet you, Neil, at the weekend. And of course, Amy, but I've met Amy before. We know Amy. But it's a lovely weekend. Lovely to meet everybody and see everybody again. And hopefully we'll do it again in Paris in April. 500 metres to go as we run through the village. Sarah Jacobson says she needs silence, which is the same as Victoria. Ari has YouTube playing, yes. So it sounds like men and women all over the world really are very similar, aren't they? I like to have something in my ear. Like often it'll be comedy, like a stand-up comedian or something like that, so I can kind of laugh my head off as I fall asleep. Anthony Anderson says, have a good evening, may see you tomorrow. Thanks, Anthony. Trev says, thank you, everyone. The road to recovery is improving. Good to hear, Trev. Keep it going. 400 metres to go. Sebastian says, thanks everyone, and thanks Stephen for leading and the entertainment. No worries, Sebastian, as always. Tina Beard wears earplugs for total silence. Yeah, very occasionally Victoria will tell me the headphones are too loud, so I usually have my AirPods in, or like one AirPod, so I'll have one ear in. Depending on which side of the pillow I want to lie on, I'll have one AirPod in one of my ears, and I'll fall asleep on my side. And very occasionally Victoria will say she can hear what I have on in my AirPods, but not often. So yeah, maybe Victoria needs to wear earplugs for total silence. Right, time to jump in the shower and maybe have a bite to eat before bedtime. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in the States, you've got a good few hours of your day left, so have a good day. And everyone else, have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Victoria says, basically, Stephen, you're highly irritating at bedtime. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Nikki says, thank you everyone, great run. Yeah, thank you, Nikki. And really well done in keeping up the pace there, Nikki, at the end. Brilliant work. Sarah Jacobson says, I have white noise going, so I guess it's not total silence, but it drowns out the snoring. My son often has Oh, what's that? ASMR. He often has ASMR on his Google Home, which is interesting. I'm not sure I could fall asleep to ASMR. It sounds weird sometimes, but that's because I'm old. Paul Hayward says, only at bedtime, Victoria. No, yeah, I am irritating most of the time. It's just at bedtime it's more obvious. Yeah, so Clive and Sarah both have white noise in their ears to fall asleep to at night. That's interesting. I've not really thought of having that, but like I say, my son has ASMR going on. Tina has complete silence with earplugs in, and I have comedy on YouTube. Oh, there you go. So, okay, we're done here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the entertaining chat, as always. And that is it for another community run. We'll be back tomorrow with the Film My Run 500, 11:35 UK time, 12:35 Central European time, and stupidly early in the morning US time. And then we'll be back in the evening at 6:30, unless my wife tells me we're doing something else that I've forgotten about. We'll be back at 6:30 in the evening UK time for the first Tri Academy workout, which I probably won't do at full speed, but we'll see. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Well done if you took part today. Well done, Nikki, particularly for keeping up at the end there. Well done. Great stuff. And for everyone who chatted in the chat, Sebastian, Sarah, Victoria, Paul, Tina, Trev, Clive, thank you very much, guys. Talk to you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.